Hello, my friends. I'm Ventox, your resident Fate Phantom fanatic. Today we're doing Danganronpa 2, and today I'm feeling a whole lot better than I was yesterday, so that's good. Still not at 100%, but we're on the road to recovery. We're doing good. So we are just gonna go ahead and jump right into Danganronpa. We had a lot of fun yesterday, and I am very curious where things are going to go today. To give you guys a what's the recap. We finished the first chapter, which, thank God, by the way, I did not try to do all of the trial in one night, because if I had tried to do that whole trial in one night, I would have been exhausted, even more dead than I already was. So yeah, that was good. Those of you who told me to take it easy, thank you. We finished the first trial, in which, spoiler warning, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Byakuya died and was set up to be killed by Nagito, who is Naegi question mark, and was actually killed by Teruteru. So Teruteru is now gone. He has been executed by being deep fried in a volcano. So that's cool. We basically didn't get closure on that because that was basically the end of the chapter. Nagito is off his rocker. Everyone else is in varying states of confusion and dysfunction. And we, as Hajime, stepped outside to look at the stars and be like, ah, the stars. And then, like, hang on, I'm being watched. And that was the end of chapter 1. So I don't really know where this is going to go in chapter 2. You know what I should have done off stream? I really should have spent my money at the Mono machine, because I really don't want to do this, but I'm gonna have to because we need presents for Ibuki. So we'll come back to that once we actually hit free time. For right now, though, we're just going to go ahead and jump straight into chapter 2. Here's a tidbit for you. Okay, so one thing I haven't read your comment yet. I just want to reiterate, because I like to reiterate at the beginning of all my Danganronpa streams. No spoilers, please, no hints. If I've missed something or if something went over my head, please let that be. I would prefer to get things wrong, and I would prefer to make mistakes and have that be my genuine and authentic experience with the game. So if you have any comments that are like, oh, did he realize this, or has he figured out that, please refrain. I really appreciate your discretion in chat. So not that I know what was said there, I just wanted to bring that up. Let's go gambling. Oh no, you're safe to read that tidbit. Okay. Check the previous chapter's Dead People's Doors in the immediate next chapter for extra dialogue. Oh, cool. Didn't get to say it last stream, but honestly, I don't currently like current Nagito. His character feels super one note now, I guess. Well, the thing is, if his character is Naegi from the original game, then that's a whole different layer of complexity, because then it becomes a question of what happened, how did we get here? And that is a level of overarching mystery. If Nagito is not Naegi, then he's just cracked, and we'll see what happens with this. For a long time, humans have been taught that if you try hard enough, you can accomplish anything.
Even if we weren't told this directly, you'd know it just by looking at the world around us. The internet, TV, and newspapers are overflowing with hopeful messages that say exactly that.
Is this Nagito?
But people who can't win, people who don't try to win, people who try their best and still can't win, they are all worthless trash.
Yeah, okay.
There are two kinds of people in this world. Those who are born with worth, and everybody else.
Excellent lip syncing.
No matter how hard a lowly human tries, they will never be the same as someone who was born worthy. They say that effort breeds success, but that's a complete lie. The world is not that accommodating. No matter how hard a small dog tries, it will never become a large dog. No matter how much a penguin tries, there's no way it will ever soar through the sky. Which means, unworthy humans will never become worthy, no matter what they do. people with talent don't become talented. They're just born with their abilities right from the start. That's right. Just like you guys. That's why I have so much respect for you all. Just so you know, what I feel is different from admiration. Admiration is wishing you could be like the object of your admiration. But what I feel is not so self-serving.
I like how he's just kind of creeping along the screen here.
What I feel is more pure. More like a selfless love that wants nothing in return. So, I want you guys to believe me when I say, I don't mind if you kill me. But if that happens, I want you to let me help. I don't care if the killer survives, or if everyone but the killer survives. I just want both sides to do their very best. I want to see with my own two eyes the absolute hope that lies ahead.
If you're dead, you won't see that hope.
I'm really lucky. Someone as insignificant as me will be there when hope and despair collide and unleash their energy. So please, let me help you. If you're planning to kill me, I would be honored to help you carry out your plan.
This is just such a comical experience. This is so surreal for me. So please, let me help you. Actually, it's, I suppose more appropriately, it's like, so please, let me help you. If you're planning to kill me, I would be honored if you'd let me help you carry out your plan.
I want you to use me as a stepping stone so everyone can shine. I want you to kill me in a way that befits.
Oh, shut up! I'm assuming that's Nekomaru based off of nothing. Oh, that's probably Akane, actually. Chapter 2. Sea and Punishment. Sin and Coconuts. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yes, this boy is. Byakuya and Teru Teru died just last night. An ordeal like that doesn't change the fact that I still get hungry. I learned this firsthand as I headed toward the hotel restaurant with dreary, sullen footsteps. Alright. So, it's really interesting. Nagito's whole role in this story is really throwing a wrench in how you might normally look at a murder mystery. Very, very rarely do you have somebody who wants to be a victim, and if he turns up dead, then that makes the whole case automatically substantially more suspect.
Oh.
Hajime, you're already here. Good morning. Yo. Good morning. Just as I thought. The atmosphere in the restaurant is pretty gloomy. But after what happened yesterday, that's to be expected. Byakuya, who appointed himself our leader, was killed, and the person who killed him was our friend. And that friend was also killed right in front of us. After experiencing something like that, it's impossible not to feel sad.
Huh?
Huh? You guys don't look so good. Your faces all look like you just attended 2 funerals in a row. I guess some people don't feel so sad. That's like... what happened? Byakuya and Teru Teru got killed.
I'll go.
I'm not talking to you, you ugly bitch. What? Why are you always so mean to me?
But
Still, I understand about Mr. Ham Hands, but is there even a reason for us to be sad about Teru Teru's death?
Hey!
What the heck do you mean?
why?
Well, he was a crazy guy who killed someone. He totally deserved to die.
Hey,
I understand how you feel, but you're going too far.
that's weird.
Huh? Is it alright to defend a killer? Are you trying to justify murder?
No.
No, that was not my intention, but...
Hey!
Then you gotta hate him more than ever. You gotta hate him from the bottom of your heart. He's a stupid piece of trash bastard who committed the lowest crime possible. He deserved to get killed. In fact, I'm rather relieved he was executed. If I could have, I would have totally spat on him too. Hmm?
Jeez.
Hey, what gives? Does a pea brain like you have something to complain about?
Not
Dude,
like
she
that.
sucks, man. I'm sure there's gonna be some point later where we're gonna get Saionji's backstory and she's gonna like care about people and shit, but like, man, Saionji sucks. Well, it's not about that, but
It smells.
something smells, don't you think? Again?
It can't be.
Don't tell me. It better not be another dead body.
Hmm.
Nah, it's not the smell of blood. This time. It just smells really bad. Smells bad. Kind of like how a bar or nightclub smells after closing time, you see?
Hey, hey, hey!
I don't know those smells. You must have had a pretty rough life. Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't everyone here like 16? What are you doing in bars and nightclubs, Akane?
Now that you mention it.
I do smell something. It's like a sewer or rotting garbage.
I got it.
I know what it is. Nekomaru's breath probably stinks. You got me there. She didn't say anything remotely funny just now. No, it's not Nekomaru. This smell is coming from you, Hyoko. Huh?
Whoa!
Whoa, it's true. Hyoko, you reek.
What did you do to me?
A rotten smell stings my eyes, as if a demonic eclipse is about to commence.
Aw, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen, Saionji. You can dish it out, but you can't take it, really?
Oh my.
She's crying.
Hey.
Hey, I've said it before, but you guys are really insensitive.
That was close.
No, it actually doesn't smell that bad. I mean, as long as I breathe with my mouth. Cheers, door.
Like.
Are you even taking baths? No. You haven't bathed? I can't help it. I can't tie my kimono sash by myself. You are such a sad little child.
Hey.
Hyoko, you don't have to cry so much. I'll tie your sash for you, okay? Really? I can only tie a simple knot, but if that's okay with you, I can teach you.
Yay!
No, you do not get to form friendships for this, Saionji. I love you, Mahiru. I'll give you a kiss. Hey, Hyoko, you don't have to hug me.
It appears you can.
Supposedly she's the same age as everyone else. I don't think it shows everyone's ages in the report card, but I could be wrong. No, it doesn't show ages, so supposedly she's the same age. Supposedly she's like maybe 16. And is just, you know, small. And like, I definitely had a friend in high school who matched this, this body type, this physique, like very petite. She was probably like 80-something pounds. So like, that's not unreasonable. It does happen. Now, does that excuse writers making certain decisions? Not necessarily.
She appears to have taken a liking to you.
Welcome to the world of girl love. It's slippery when wet. Oh my god, Ibuki. The air is suddenly not so tense anymore. Well, I guess it's better than being down forever. If I was all by myself, I probably wouldn't have been able to put my feelings aside and move on like this. I guess I have these guys to thank. Anyway, what happened to Fuyuhiko and Nagito? Seems they are both not here. Now that you mention it, you're right. I saw Fuyuhiko earlier near the hotel. I invited him to breakfast, but he declined. Well, that's just Fuyuhiko being Fuyuhiko, but
Huh?
who cares about Nagito?
He is cursed. A child who summons misfortune, so to speak.
Well, that may be, but
Just letting you know, I don't know anything.
I have no idea.
Without hesitation, I don't know anything about Nagito at all.
That's right.
he's right. Forget him. Let's just forget about that creep already. Well, that's a little suspicious. That's gonna be my first note of the night here, I think. Scroll down to the bottom here. We get a new header for chapter 2. Nekomaru very oddly insists that he doesn't know anything about Nagito. Like, very without prompting and very insistent.
Huh?
They're obviously acting suspicious, aren't they?
Of course not.
I'm not suspicious. Okay, Soda is also being cast in a suspicious light. Notes come back up.
Impossible!
That's right. I'm not suspicious.
What's the matter?
What's up? Did someone get kidnapped or something?
You came in at just the right time.
At the right time? It is hard to switch between these two character voices.
No, it's nothing.
I don't really get it, but you must have yearned for me. Your outlook on life has changed due to my cuteness, so your body can't stand to live without me, huh? I can't help myself, you know? My body reacts to Monokuma on its own.
No.
Something like that.
Stupid.
Who cares about that? Just hurry up and tell us why you're here.
Actually,
To be honest, I'm searching too. My valued servant has disappeared. Servant?
what the hell?
You know, my mono beasts. One of them just disappeared. One of the mono beasts disappeared? Could it be the one guarding the island marked 1? Maybe I cut back on the cost of their food too much. Perhaps they're boycotting me.
Let me tell you this.
But that guy is the weakest of the League of Four. How shameful for a mono beast to lose to a mere human. That's what you want to say, right?
Nature.
Though this is merely the prelude, the climax will occur soon after.
Burn in the fires of pandemonium!
Now then, let me hear your scream! I shall make such sweet music for you!
Yeah, yeah.
Hey Gundam, you should stop playing with that stuffed animal.
My entire existence.
I'm still being called a stuffed animal. Oh well, it looks like you guys don't know anything about my mono beasts either. Then it's a waste of time for me to worry about it. I don't want to go bald from worrying too much. A wise catbot once said, "Our eyes are on the front so we can keep moving forward unless you're a prey animal." As Monokuma said those familiar sounding words to us once again, he disappeared.
No way.
Hey, what do you think he meant just now? He said something about a mono beast disappearing. The only possibility I can think of is... Were you in the middle of something? If so, I can just come back later. Then leave. At least ask me to leave kindly.
Hey, hey.
Before you leave, I want to ask you something. Did you have anything to do with the disappearing mono beast? Ah, yes, that's right. I'm the one who defeated that mono beast. You did?
You serious?
Beating a monster like that? How the hell did someone like you pull that off? I'll talk about that in more detail in a different mode. I like these fourth wall references. Anyway, I've released the bridge gate for you all.
Hey, hey.
If the gate is open, that means we can go to the new island across the bridge, right?
Is that true?
That's totally right. Now that you can all go to more areas, let's all get along and live a fun life together, for sure this time.
Love, love.
Living together on the island isn't what's important. We need to find a way to escape.
Jeez.
Of course, escaping from this island is our main goal.
Why you?
Nobody wants to live in a swashbuckling Hollywood-type action film. I want to live a life where I can be more average. A life where nothing happens. That's better for me.
All right!
All right. If you find anything to be salvaged for boat parts, let me know immediately. It seems that everyone's united on a path that's different from what I had planned.
Now then, let us begin!
Then let's disperse. The time has come to release the cursed seal.
All right.
All right, let's find a way to leave this island. That is, Impossible. Leaving the island is no longer possible. No longer possible? Hey, what does that... And she's gone. Hey, Hajime, just leave that thing alone already. After all, she's the same as Monokuma. It's better if you don't get that close to her. You're right. It seems everyone's attention is shifted towards exploring the new island. Expecting to find something that'll help us escape the situation, everyone filed out of the restaurant. Except for Mahiru. Oh, and Saionji.
Aww.
You can't! You promised you'd tie my kimono sash!
Hey.
That was... We can do that after we finish exploring the new island. But if I don't hurry and take a bath, they'll call me smelly again. They're gonna bully me again. Oh, poor baby Saionji. You poor victim, you. Okay, then let's take a light shower first.
Yay!
Yay, we're gonna wash each other.
Huh?
Wash each other?
Hey.
Oh, hold on. I don't think it's a good idea for me to go in, too. Now, we're both girls. There's no need to be shy.
But let's go.
See, like... Mahiru should not do this because now she's in a vulnerable position and potentially a victim. Like, straight up, all she has to do, Saionji murders Mahiru in the shower, ties her own freaking sash because she was just straight up lying about that, and walks away, and then everyone else is like, la la la, we're on the island, and then Saionji, you know, spins some BS and like maybe hides the body in like the barn or something, and is like, I never went to the barn, you see, I'm all nice and clean, and you know, if I had gone to the barn, then I would be smelly, but I'm not smelly because I took a shower, and that was the last time that I saw her. And then something else happens, and then she gets away with it and everyone else dies, and Saionji gets to laugh as everyone else gets squishied. Yoko pulled Mahiru's hand, smiling like a child before a school trip, and headed towards the cottages. Wash each other. I see, washing each other, huh? Yo, Nekomaru, I have an idea. I'm looking for any Monokumas, see if any, like, popped up in between the chapters, but I'm not seeing any. No Chiaki out here. Kinda sad. So before I go any further, I want to check on my Tamagotchi. My Snek. Okay. I need to, like, remember to take frequent pause breaks so that she doesn't poop herself to death. Okay, so go to Byakuya's thing for extra dialogue, you said? You really tried to keep your promise, huh? You promised not to allow even one victim. And then Chef Boy RD is... where? Over here. I'll find out about the Hanamura Diner. And when I do, I'll make sure I let you know. Nah, I don't think I will. Like, cool motive, still murder. Yes, this way. Should I take a stop at the Mano machine? Nah, let's save that for after we've explored the new island and picked up whatever Monokuma dolls are spread around, so that I can have the maximum number of coins. Your mom's dead. Moving on. I mean, from what we know about the original game, it's not an unlikely possibility. Okay, nothing yet. Every, like, half rotation of the island is about where I think I want to, stop and check on the Snek. Okay. Second island. Here we go. She's right. The Mono Beast that was blocking the bridge is gone. Plus, the gate that was blocking the bridge now is open. I guess Monomi was right after all. What lies beyond this bridge?
So
Hello?
This is the new island.
What is this? Hope's Peak Aztec School? That is Hope's Peak Academy. I remember when we were in the intro of the game, I made a specific remark about these windows back here. And I was wrong about what I remarked at that time, but that is definitely Hope's Peak. You can even see the metal circular door in the entry gate.
The ambiance seems different compared to the first island with the hotel.
Well, now's not the time for me to make carefree observations. There might be a clue here that tells us how to leave the island. I need to find it. Alright. Go from left to right. Denise is 20 meters away. Kampkoyu is 50 meters away, and Genklik Kampakoyu is 200 meters away. Denise, where are you at? My good friend Denise. The Ancient Ruin. Definitely not Hope's Peak Academy. Why would you even think that? What would give you that impression? What is this enormous building? It has the ambiance of an ancient ruin, but its shape doesn't resemble a ruin. Oh, Chiaki. Never change. Sorry. I was dozing off for a bit. You didn't look like you were dozing. You looked like you were completely asleep, while still standing up. Anyway, what's this huge building? It looks like some sort of ruins, or a historical landmark. Ancient ruins. That's what you think, too. But it's not just a typical ancient ruin, don't you think? I don't know how to say it clearly, but...
Yep.
Yeah. It's a mysterious building. It feels like a special place. A special place. I'll check around a bit more so you can go somewhere else. Come on, just go somewhere else. Is she trying to make me go away? She probably just wants to be alone so she can sleep without being interrupted. This is a really cute, pouty Chiaki face. I like this a lot. Chiaki, to me, she's a really good, like... The best word that I have is smooth. Like, she's not really crazy idiosyncratic. She's not quirky in any major, exaggerated, comical, comedic way. She's not cartoony, but, like, she's just cute. She's comfy. I like her. Every time I have an interaction with her, she just acts in a way that makes me like, yeah, I like you. You and me, we could be friends. I get it, but you better not sleep. Let me know if you discover anything.
Yep.
Yeah, leave it to me. She gives me Chihiro vibes. I'm pretty sure that I referred to her in the opening as actually female Chihiro before I actually knew her name or anything about her. Oh, so I can't even, like, move the screen around to check from the viewpoint. Okay, Sneck. Chiaki puffy face gives me life. You could just take out the words puffy face from that sentence and it still works. Okay, the library. We're rehashing Danganronpa 1's greatest hits, I see. Hello, Monokuma. Wow, that's an impressive amount of books. It's probably a library, but nevertheless, it's pretty overwhelming. The bronze statue of Monami. I mean Usami before she got redesigned. Looks like it broke when it got dropped. Getting treated like a nuisance even as a statue. That's pretty sad. Alright. Give me money. Oh yay, there are multiple designs. Okay, good. Okay, so same flavor text. Okay, Peko, what do you have to say about the library? This is a huge library, but there are no other human beings to be found here at all. Just as I thought, it might be safe for us to assume that the island is also uninhabited.
Surprise!
I am a little surprised. I never expected to find such a splendid facility. It rivals even my homeland's national library. But isn't it strange? I mean, does a resort really need a library like this?
I am concerned.
That is very true, and just as expected, nobody is here either. You're right, the fact that we're only humans around here is even more strange. Ta-da! Monami is here! I'm reading a book. Since you've come here, would you like me to explain this library to you? I see. It's clear from your face I'm a nuisance. Since I was more energetic than usual, I feel even emptier now.
And what about your explanation?
Well, you're all basically students, right? I was thinking you needed a place where you can do homework. So, I have prepared this library. Prepared? You? Everyone can get along and study together. It's a student's duty to study.
Don't act like a teacher.
I am a teacher.
You're even more confusing than Monokuma. So what's your real identity? What's your purpose?
Real identity? Now that's silly. Goodbye.
Running away as soon as things get inconvenient. That's even more suspicious.
However...
I cannot believe that she is the one who prepared this grand facility.
Yeah, she's probably lying.
I see.
According to this island's guidebook, many of their guests are wealthy and stay for weeks at a time.
Which means...
These are all probably things that they donated.
Hold on, did you just say this island's guidebook?
I found it in this library. Would you like to take a look?
Yes, I would. Jabberwock Island is a small island in the Pacific Ocean. Known for being a paradise of eternal summer, Jabberwock Island consists of a small central island surrounded by 5 other islands. The outer islands were developed as resorts, while the central island houses a large administrative building. A bronze statue in the lobby of this building symbolizes the island. That's interesting. So, that building, that administrative building, is gone. The statue remained, but the island's basically empty except for the statue in the park. Well, what language is this? I have no clue. Boy can't read English.
Then I shall read it on your behalf.
You can read it, Sonia.
I am fluent in 30 different languages. It is a requirement for members of the royal family.
Okay, that goes in the notes as well. We scroll up. Sonia Nevermind. Fluent in 30 different languages. Okay. Does the royal family have a limit? Okay, I've read this out loud.
This is exactly what Byakuya told us before.
Yada yada. Huh?
It is strange.
That is strange. I mean, the central island of Jabberwock Island.
There was no sign of any buildings at all. The only things there were Monokuma Rock and the park.
Also, according to this guidebook, it says that there is a bronze statue in the lobby of that building which symbolizes the island. Isn't that...
Are you talking about that bronze statue that turned into the Mono Beasts? But that statue is in the middle of a park, not in the lobby of some building. And the notes come back. All right.
Please wait.
That is not all. There is another description that strikes me as strange. According to this guidebook, the only way to travel between the 5 islands is by boat. While some people wanted bridges, critics worried about their effect on the environment, so none were built.
Okay, that also goes in the notes. Anyway, it's 2 a.m. here, so I got an early morning, so I'll be taking my leave. No worries, Sun Poppy. Thank you for dropping by.
I better not get here next time to see Ibuki, Mahiru, or Gundam dead. I'm right there with you, Sen Poppy. What does that mean? Then what are we using to move between islands? There's a possibility that this place is an artificial island like Palm Jumeirah. Palm Jumeirah? Artificial island?
Well,
Palm Jumeirah is a huge artificial island and tourist site located in the Persian Gulf. Similarly, this island might be an artificial island designed to look like Jabberwock Island.
it cannot be.
That especially might be why we are the only ones on the island.
Just kidding.
Well, something like that would be impossible anyway. No island of this size could be completely artificial. This guidebook must be old too. It contradicts everything about the island's current situation.
Well done.
My! You're very intuitive to assume this is an artificial island. Now you're here?
Hey, hey!
However, those guys are the only ones who could do something on such a massive scale. Those guys? The hint is, you know, the enormous organization you guys were talking about before? It's true that those guys totally deserve to be called a horrible group of people. Who are you talking about? Okay, so let's add that to our notes. Okay. Did I miss a line of dialogue there? Oops, that was a slip of the tongue. I should excuse myself before it leaks onto the internet. Hey, hold on a second. But before my voice could reach him, Monokuma disappeared as usual.
It cannot be.
Could it be? This island is completely artificial. There's no way that is true. There's no way. That guidebook, it's probably just old.
You are right.
That's right. That's obviously what it is. He's just saying strange things to confuse us. But there's no way I'll fall for that. Alright, well that seems to be just about everything of note in here. I guess we'll look at the Monokuma statue too. Oh no, there is something else for me to find here. Is it one of the other bookshelves? Oh, there we go.
I see.
Such an interesting description. What are you reading? Are those political books or maybe some kind of philosophy? The newest issue of a cult magazine. It breaks the lid off underground mysteries and the wonders of the world. That's quite a surprise.
You are wrong.
It's not like I read it often. I am just reading it because it has a special article about serial killers. That's not a good excuse at all.
However,
It seems this writer has very good taste. I mean, even Genocide Jack is mentioned in the article. That Genocide Jack or whatever. I feel like I've heard about her before. Spoilers! Yo, spoilers for Danganronpa 1? What do you mean her? Genocide Jack is not known to be a woman?
most tight.
Most tight. Genocide Jack is an alleged serial killer who has a reputation even among casual internet users. She is very popular among youths and is known for writing messages in blood at the scene of her crime.
Wow.
Apparently she is a high school or middle school student who wears a sailor uniform. Be careful, Hajime. Do you know how many high school and middle school girls wear sailor uniforms these days?
See?
This one is a particular favorite of mine. Sparkling Justice is a regular subject of these kinds of exclusive articles. Alright. Sparkling Justice. I shall explain to you just in case. Alright. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who calls himself the Ally of Justice.
Also,
Wearing a wide variety of hero masks, Sparkling Justice is a delightful serial killer who only kills criminals. Sonia, calm down.
Amazing!
Thanks to the masks Sparkling Justice wears, nobody knows their real age or gender. After all, it is essential that a serial killer be mysterious. What an expert, yes! You two. I've been listening in for a while now, but why are you talking about mere murderers with such enthusiasm? Man, Sonia Nevermind really is the kind of person who would read Death Note and think that Light is the good guy. I haven't done any talking.
Please wait.
Please hold on. It is a mistake to refer to these people as mere murderers.
See?
Coming in contact with a value system that differs from your own is a very important matter. Serial killers, their value system is very different than the norm. What a marvelous existence. I am totes intrigued. This kind of like a young lady crushing on a total bad boy type of situation. Regardless, it's clearly different from a princess who's obsessed with serial killers. Now may I leave? Yes, okay. Yeah, Sonia, we need to have a talk at some point. Not necessarily right now, there are some slightly more pressing things going on, but like, Sonia, you don't seem to be quite aligned with the most important things about society. Naturally. This feels like a cosmetics store. This feels like I'm in, like, Futuro Sephora. I don't feel like I'm in a pharmacy. What's with you? I'm sorry. I got so excited I started shouting. And I was so happy that someone talked to me. Before, people either hated me or were grossed out by me. Those are such sad choices. More importantly, is this a drugstore? It looks pretty spacious. But it looks like there's no one here either. With all these medical supplies, I'm pretty sure we can handle most illnesses or injuries. If you don't feel well, let me know. I'll give you lots of shots. Lots and lots of shots. That sounds dangerous when it comes to shots. I should definitely decline. These shelves are crammed with lots of stuff that look like medicine. Unlike the medicines that I'm used to seeing, the ones here look way more potent. Is that it? Monokuma? You here? Yes, you are! Haha, that's a good one. That was a good hiding spot.
I knew you could do it.
I almost didn't catch that. I swear, I check in like 15 times and nothing happens, and then there's gonna be like a 5-minute span where I forget, and she's gonna be dead. Diner, front. Before I go in, I just need to... What is this place called? Burger Pork? Yeah. I feel like if you put the star between the words on the other end, that would look a whole lot better. Then it would be Pork Burger, which, like, isn't a great name for a restaurant, but it's at least better than Burger Pork. Diner, parking. The signboard says diner. I guess I should try going inside. So, Charles Beach, I think, was what that said. That was on the map that we saw earlier. Huh? That looks like... Fuyuhiko.
Huh? Dumbass.
I'm trying to eat right now. Go away, dumbass. Fuyuhiko suddenly started yelling at me as he held a hamburger in one hand. Wait. Hold on, why is he here? He wasn't at the restaurant. Why does he know about the new island? Route PSP 49. That's cute. This game originally launched on the PSP, correct? I had a PSP. I'm sad that I never got this game. I mean, it means I get to experience it now, so I can't be too upset. Alright, I'm not seeing any Monokumas. Hey, why are you here? How'd you find out we can go to the island? Are you a monkey or something? Do you not understand human language?
Shut the hell up!
I told you to leave me alone when I'm eating!
Jeez.
An annoying person went out of their way to tell me. Annoying person? Then I found this place and now I'm eating here because I'm hungry. Mystery solved, you happy now? So get the fuck out of here and go somewhere else. Hey, about that annoying person.
It's got nothing to do with you.
Mind your own business, it's got nothing to do with you. Actually, it does have to do with me. I don't know what you're thinking, but we're all in this situation together. You're not the only one stuck on this island. We all have to work together. You should know that by now, too, so... Why are you avoiding us? I'm not avoiding you bastards. I've just decided not to rely on anyone. Not to rely on anyone. That includes the Kuzuryu clan. I can still survive without relying on them. Are you actually...
Don't misunderstand.
Don't get it twisted. I'm a Yakuza by blood. It's not like I don't want to head the family business someday. I just want to prove I've earned it. Prove I can tough it out on my own without relying on my clan. Plus, even if I fail, the clan will still be around. My little sister would be happy to lead it. Oh, you have a little sister.
Shut the hell up!
Shut up! Why'd you let me bring that up anyway? You brought that up yourself.
Anyway.
I don't intend to spend any time with you guys. Nothing good can come of it. Nothing good can come of it. Isn't it obvious? In this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots, Byakuya and Teru are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. You're still saying that.
Of course.
I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. Even if you don't actually mean that. You're awful just for saying it. You're the one who spoke to me without my permission, so don't get pissed at me. If you're so upset, you don't have to stick around. Fuck off. What the hell? It was stupid of me to talk to a guy like him. I mean, yeah, okay. One last check for Monokumas. No, I'm not seeing any. Alright, away we go. Chandler Beach, that's what it was. I'm sad that I can't click on the birds. Alright, Chandler Beach. What we saw was just like a little inlet with some chairs. Ibuki! A scream! That voice just now, wasn't that Ibuki? Ibuki! Ibuki, are you okay? Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no! Ibuki, are you alright? What happened?
Emergency!
This is bad! I'm panicking so much I don't even have time to space my words! What's going on? The killing started again! Huh?
Pointing!
Look! Over there! So I glanced over to the beach where Ibuki was pointing her finger. Hell yeah. Haha!
Your speed is adequate, but it's still not enough. Each blow you land is too soft.
Man, one more shot for the JoJo references.
You're not using your muscles properly. Your athletic body is going to waste.
Yeah, these two are a heck of a pair now that I think about it.
Win.
What was that? You're gonna win? Against me? That's quite absurd! Huh?
Had enough? Have you learned your lesson?
We're done for!
He's done it! Nekomaru Nidai's ultimate move, Super Body Blow! That's instant death. If she's lucky, she'll live another 5 minutes at best.
Sheesh.
Akane, at your current power level, you cannot even defeat a mere team manager. What are you saying?
Oh no, that's me. What are you saying? Why are you guys fighting?
This isn't a fight.
It's a one-sided beatdown. That's even worse. The rules for the school trip clearly state excessive violence is prohibited.
Training!
What violence? This is not a real fight, we're training.
But it looked like a real fight.
I'm just a team manager. There's no way I'd be able to fight for real.
Training!
We both agreed to this training session. I'm not violating any rules at all.
Even so, why the sudden interest in training? If I gotta admit it,
What the?
he's alive.
Fool!
She's not a weakling who'd get killed by a weak blow like that.
He looked pretty strong, so I couldn't help but get excited. I thought sparring would help me burn off some of this energy, but I lost. More importantly, there's a lot of strong dudes in this world, huh?
Aw.
What a bunch of battle-loving troublemakers.
I see.
Akane, it seems you're the type who learns through actions rather than words. So I shall give you just one piece of advice. How you use your body and muscles, your positioning and your timing. It's all half-assed. You are not utilizing your ultimate gymnast talent well at all.
Pay attention!
Basics! Make sure you understand the basics! You'll always be second-rate if you just rely on instinct.
That's good advice. That's genuinely very good advice. Damn it! Shut up!
Then...
If you understand what I just said, come see me. When the time comes, I will fight you once again.
Don't forget.
You better not forget what you just said. My desire to win is pretty crazy.
I'll show you my serious side.
I won't give up until I beat ya. With wobbling steps, Akane left the beach.
However, if she fought that fiercely with just her own style, how ominous. My hands are still numb.
That girl. She's probably gonna get even stronger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're probably right.
What kind of conversation is this? Anyway, Ibuki, what are you up to? This is a nice beach, huh? A very shonen one, yep.
Oh! Impossible!
Hello? Okay, that does answer the question. You can find hidden Ranakumas in
serious?
first-person navigation sections. That is good to know. I was kind of expecting this to be locked. Hey, what's up, Soda? I thought this was a beach house since it's near the edge of the beach. It looks pretty luxurious. I guess it's a celebrity-style beach house.
Yo!
Hey, doesn't this feel awesome? Like a celebrity's pad or something. The shower's out of order, but the ambience is nice. And the fridge is stocked with loads of drinks. Plus, the beach outside feels so private, it's awesome. Compared to the urban seas that are full of trash and debris, this place is completely different. We're the only ones on this island anyway, so anywhere we go is a private beach.
Hey,
Don't shatter my dreams like that.
that's right.
More importantly, why don't we splash around at this private beach? Awesome, totally awesome. Splashing around at such a gorgeous beach is really the best. His usual happy-go-lucky self. Well, I guess that's one of his good
Miss
qualities.
Sonia!
Ah, cute. He a cutie. I wonder if Miss Sonia would come too. I want to see Miss Sonia in a bikini.
You can't.
Whoa!
It's here?
Hey!
Why not? Are you trying to interfere with my love affair with Miss Sonia?
I won't forgive you.
Changing in the beach house is prohibited. It would be bad if shameful peeking occurred. So you mean changing here isn't allowed, not going to the beach itself? And I'll just have to come here after changing. I'm never gonna give her up. You might let her down though. Wow, really?
Got it?
Really? We're referencing the deadest meme on the internet? That's a shock. Man, I really respect the localization team. I said this in the first game as well, but like the localization team did a fantastic job with these games. Anyway, breaking the rules is not allowed. Also, playing is fine, but please focus on your studies too.
You guys?
Where's the rule breaker? I'll beat the crap out of them, no questions asked. He's here. What are you holding? A machine gun, obviously. Rule breakers will be shot to death. That's just common sense.
Hey!
It's common sense where? It's not like we're under a military dictatorship. I want to shoot something. I know I'm not allowed to, but I really want to shoot something right now. Control yourself.
Hold it in! Hold it in!
I have iron willpower, so I'll endure it, no matter the cost. Until the day someone breaks the rules. As you can see, it's very dangerous, so please refrain from changing at the beach house. Let's put that in the notes. Okay. Wow, that was totally bizarre. Man, they're annoying. Yeah, I feel very tired all of a sudden. Alright, so... the shower being out of order seems important. You know, I'm just gonna put that in the notes too. There's too much detail in this room. There's gonna be a murder here. When we mentioned Nagito at the restaurant, Kazuichi looked pretty unsettled about something. I guess I should ask him about that. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Which reminds me, I had something to ask you. What? Well, it's about Nagito. Ah! I haven't seen that guy all day. Do you know where he is?
Well...
I don't know. Seriously, don't ask me. Who cares about that crazy-ass bastard? We need to search this island first and foremost. There might be a way to escape.
How annoying.
So let's just end all that annoying talk right here. That's it, all done. He ended the conversation very forcefully. Just as I thought, he's definitely hiding something. Oh, hi, Chiaki.
Well,
I'm letting everyone else know too, but can you come to the ancient ruins on this island right away? You can, right? Right away, okay? Hurry up. Alright. Off to the ancient ruins, quote-unquote.
Oh?
What the heck is this? Such a gigantic building.
however,
It is clearly faded. It looks like an ancient ruin.
well,
It seems. Perhaps this is an actual ancient ruin.
what's going on?
How should I say this? Don't you think this building resembles a school? School? Now that you mention it, I don't know how, but I do see what she means. There might be a resemblance to Hope's Peak Academy. What? Well, there are a lot of similar looking buildings. It's just a coincidence that this ruin looks similar. It's a coincidence, right? You found something, right, Chiaki? What did you find?
Hey, bastard.
I'll fucking cut you if this is a waste of time. I didn't know you were also here. That bitch over there kept bugging me, so I finally came. Did you maybe find a way to get off the island?
Nope.
Nope, nothing like that.
Aww.
Aw, then who cares? I should have played in the bath with Mahiru more.
Let me ask.
Then, what in the world did you find?
I have to take a very particular, like, physicality with Gundam. I'm gonna stand up a little bit so I can show you. Like, first of all, I've talked a little bit before about vocal placement. Gundam is very swallowed in the throat. He's very deep, and he's also very down here. And so whenever I do this, I have to, like, grip my hand as if I am, you know, clenching something. And that is exactly how I channel the energy of Gundam Tanaka. I don't do it consciously. It's just every single time he comes up, I grip. I like to just, if there is flavor text to be found, I like to find it. Chris T makes it seem so easy. I actually, as time is going on, I'm actually finding, and maybe this is just because I'm kind of sick right now, but Tanaka Gundam is very, very easy for me to do right now. Whereas most of the women, because they tend to be a little bit higher and a little bit more forward and a little bit more nasal for me, since I am still coming off of being a little bit sick and, you know, a little bit stuffy up in the sinuses, they are becoming much more challenging. You know, any of the softer, lighter, more lifted voices, those are tough. Whereas, like, Gundam, Nekomaru, them I'm just like, yeah, I'm sitting down, I'm sitting back, this is my comfort zone.
I'm starting to get... It appears, however... Hey!
Imagine Nagito's already dead.
Get it together!
That would be an interesting twist.
Hey, bastard!
Let me tell you this. Aha!
All right!
I'll be very surprised if Gundam is ever a culprit. About that, I don't know.
Hey.
What do you mean, you don't know? It's like it doesn't belong with a building like this. I keep thinking about it and it feels unnatural. It's like a comic book originally about baseball becoming a side-scrolling action game. It's unnatural like that. That's a little hard to understand. Look, that door over there. Door? It's hard to make out from all this dust, but this is the door you mean, right?
That's right.
Yeah, it looks like that's the door to the ruin.
Hey.
So what's wrong with this door? Can you go inside? Before we attempt to go inside, let's try brushing off some of this dust and clearing some of these root things off the door. If you do, I'm pretty sure you'll understand what I mean by unnatural.
For now.
I don't really understand, but I guess we should try what she says. I mean, are we not taking note of the fact that the ruins, you know, the ancient ruins, have a very clear, very obvious freaking Gatling gun right here? Like, I don't know, there's not a whole lot that can get less ancient ruins than straight up weapons, machine guns. Just as Chiaki said, we brushed off the dust and cleared the roots that were stuck to the door. And then... what is this door? It doesn't feel like it belongs in an ancient ruin.
What's going on?
It's like a door from a sci-fi movie, don't you think? It definitely doesn't fit with an ancient ruin. And what is this symbol on the door?
Huh? It looks like it's Japanese.
Oh!
You're totally right. I'm sorry if it's just my misunderstanding. To me, it looks like it says Mirai or future. Future? Like the hotel Mirai? Okay. Back to the notes. Okay. I am not aware of that having been present on the door to Hope's Peak in Danganronpa 1, but that might have just never been mentioned, or it might have been mentioned in, like, passing at a time where it wasn't important. He says, "Hey, who cares about a symbol on the door? More importantly, how do you open it? What's inside?"
Hey,
It looks like there's a liquid crystal display next to the door. Could the two be related?
Hey.
Oh, right, that must be the key to open the door. It's probably set to open when you type the password.
yes, yes.
Acting all high and mighty. So what's next? It's obviously impossible to put in the password without any hints. Are you saying a normal person can't open it, but a Yakuza can? That's hilarious.
Shut up!
Shut up. If we just type whatever, we might get it right.
Hold it.
I think we should wait. Doesn't that seem dangerous?
Huh?
What do you mean dangerous?
See?
Because that thing next to the panel, doesn't it look like a gun? In fact, that's totally a gun. Gun? That's a gun? Hajime, what else did you think that was? A camera, tripod, a quintapod? Did you think we were going to take some photography? Chiaki just conveniently lost that on the side of this building? You idiot.
So,
If it is... not Chiaki, sorry. Mahiru. If it is, then it's probably very dangerous. It's possible you might get shot if you mess up the password, right?
Yeah.
Damn it. It can't be helped. Looks like it's better for now if we don't mess with it. He's totally freaked out.
Shut the hell up!
You do it then! But still, a building that looks like an ancient ruin with a door that looks like it's from a sci-fi film. It's definitely unnatural. It's probably an important place. Important place, huh? Problem is how important.
silence, huh?
You're both quiet?
I'll beat you up.
You guys know about this building too, right? Just be honest with us.
Sorry.
No, I have no idea at all. I don't know either. For now, everyone should focus on gathering the hope fragments.
I won't be fooled!
Hey, there's no way you guys don't know. Don't just show up and tell us some lousy lies. You guys are probably the ones who covered that door with dust, right? Just as I thought. You guys were hiding it on purpose, right?
Hey,
Hey, don't talk like we're equals, you trashy bitch.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
You nasty pig barf.
Dude, man, she sucks. God, she sucks. Like, yeah, Nagito's probably already dead, but can we just have two simultaneous murders with two Blackens, and just one of them took out Saionji for the good of the class? But since Nagito's happened first, then that's technically the one that we have to, you know, that we have to do the class trial for, and whoever it was that killed Saionji just gets away with it. I just said it. I just said, I'm sorry.
Is it possible that there is a connection between this door and the reason the island is uninhabited? For example, this place might be a shelter and there might be natives inside.
Hey.
Is something happening that would make them hide in a shelter? If so, we're all screwed.
You're getting all riled up.
Several possibilities cross my mind. But it looks like there's no way to confirm it yet. That door is really sturdy. But not in a material sense. More essential than that.
Huh?
What are you saying?
Hey,
For instance, even though Monami and I can come and go as we please, we can't enter what's beyond that door. Huh? You can't go inside too? Does that mean you're the same as me and... That's important.
Hey, keep your tongue in your mouth.
The same as me and... Who is the and that she could be referring to? Is there a third bear somewhere?
My body can't handle a supersonic meteor rush like that.
Well now.
Now that I've shut up my sister with a fantastic Pegasus meteor fist, this is the mystery of Jabberwock Island. A mystery that even Monomi and I can't solve. That's why I have high expectations for you guys. One day you'll be able to solve that mystery. That seems easy enough. All we gotta do is remember what that black and white Tanuki said before. Hey, why are there 16 of you, if a total of 15 students were arranged to come to this island?
I got it.
That's right. There's probably a traitor I don't even know about hiding among the group.
I know.
There's a traitor among us. That's what that ugly Tanuki said before.
Fine, fine.
Ah, calling me ugly and a Tanuki? Those kinds of silly names don't depress me in the slightest.
Hello.
He's totally depressed. If there's a traitor, they probably know how to open the door, right? And there's probably boats or a way to contact the outside world beyond that door. Or maybe whoever's controlling Monokuma and Monomi is hiding in there. But do you really think there's a traitor among us?
No shit.
Of course there is. Who the hell is it? Hurry up and confess.
That's...
That was a weird transition between those two characters. There isn't. There's no traitor. Anywhere.
Hey, bastard.
Monokuma, what about you? You're the one who mentioned it.
What's so funny?
Hey, hey.
Oh, just... Have you guys heard of an organization called World Ender? World Ender?
You...
World Ender. I'm sad we're not getting Fenrir back. I wanted more Fenrir lore. I'm the one asking you a question. Don't just change the subject.
Come on.
I understand why you'd want to just ignore it. World Ender is such an embarrassing name. So embarrassing that only middle school students, no wait, elementary school students could come up with it. But the name is unavoidable because of that organization actually exists. Another typo here. The second one I have spotted so far. That organization. That their organization actually exists.
So what?
So what is this organization? It's literally what it says.
I don't
Those guys ended the world. Ended the world?
Hey,
That's not an overstatement or a metaphor, you know. Those guys really did end the world. So don't you think it's appropriate to call them World Ender?
So basically...
You mean, they're a terrorist organization. Terrorist, huh? That might be accurate. But only losers are terrorists. If they manage to win, they become heroes. In that sense, they're more like heroes. They're the heroes who ended the world.
What's going on?
Oh, what? Don't say things that don't make sense. Don't tell me you're gonna say this organization is the one putting us through all this crap.
World Ender. Are you saying that you and Monomi are also members of that organization?
who knows?
The only thing I can tell you is, the organization that the traitor is working for, the ones who brought you to this island, World Ender is behind it all.
Are you kidding me?
Why are we being targeted by a horrifying organization like that?
Don't panic.
It's just another made-up story to trick us, like when he said we lost our school memories. I can't suspend my disbelief for something as ridiculous as World Ender. There's no way that organization, or the traitor, exists.
Monokuma, I shall listen to you spout nonsense all you want while I puff cigar smoke at your lifeless body.
My. I was kind enough to keep you guys informed. Are you calling me a liar?
What the heck?
Yeah, if you keep acting like that, I'll do this and that to your various body parts.
Silence!
Anyway, I'm telling the truth. The World Ender organization is the final boss of this island. Okay. It says they are... I'm putting my notes in. There we go. It says they are behind the whole thing. Plus, one of their members is hiding among you guys. That's why you guys gotta find that traitor and kill them dead.
Hey!
You better stop.
I'm gonna punish you!
Shut up, Monami. Big brother defying trash like you needs to be punished.
No!
Don't pull my ears. They're gonna come off. Monokuma and Monami departed from the area, leaving the rest of us dazed and confused. Yeah, no kidding. What was that just now?
What's going on?
Is there anybody who understood what he was talking about? Not a clue.
Hey.
Good night, Chiaki. For now, since the sun is setting, we should just go home for the day. I think it's a waste of time for us to keep thinking about this. You're probably right. But it's getting dark soon, so going home might be a better idea. Let's just call it a day. After exploring the new island, all we've uncovered are more mysteries. As we lowered our heads and bemoaned that reality, we began heading back to our cottages. I'm dead tired from walking around all day. Jeez, I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's starting to make my head hurt. Ancient ruins, strange doors, traitors, and World Ender. I have no idea what's going on anymore, and I don't even feel anxious about it. I guess I should go to sleep for now. With that, I laid my exhausted body onto the bed and closed my eyes. Nagito? Okay. I'm so expecting to wake up and just have Nagito staring at me.
I don't like this!
My least favorite food is definitely crab. I also don't like shrimp, apples, tomatoes, and seasoned trout eggs. I don't like red foods at all. Red foods are red because they have crab inside them. It's actually a conspiracy by the crab industry to try to make me overcome my disgust. There's no way I will fall for that. I will never, ever eat red foods. You see, our society is filled with various hidden conspiracies that are closer than you might think.
Please look forward to the next Monokuma Theater!
Make sure you guys be careful too.
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. Good morning, everyone! Looks like today is gonna be another perfect tropical day! Now then, let's show some enthusiasm and make sure to give it our all today!
Morning already, huh? It feels like morning came so quickly, like the night got skipped or something. That explains why I feel so tired. But I'm hungry. I should just go to the restaurant and eat something. Alright, before I do that, we've been up for like an hour and a half or so. I'm going to take a pause, fill up my water, stretch, give my voice a little bit of a rest, because like I said, still kind of recovering, still a little bit, you know, under the weather. So we'll be back in just a few minutes, and I will see you guys on the other side. We are back. What did I miss, asks Dor. I'm not sure when you left off, but we're just kind of in the gathering clues and, you know, exploring the new chunk of the island phase. We just took a little nap, and now it's time for us to go get breakfast. Oh, before I do that, I did some walking around. I see I leveled up. Man, I don't understand. I don't understand.
Stay back.
Do not speak to me, human.
What the heck?
The wind is running amok today. It's carrying the lost souls of Byakuya and Teru Teru. Are they destined to be cradled against the Heavenly Mother's bosom, or to burn in the fires of Gehenna? Perhaps you should pray for them, human child. It's possible that prayer might save their souls. Now then, I shall take my leave.
That guy's the same as usual. I left right around when Mahiru was helping Hoyoko with her sash. Okay, so basically the new chunk of the island opened up. We went to explore it. It has a beach house at which we saw Akane and Nekomaru fighting, but like in a, hey, we're training to get stronger sense of fighting, not like a fighting. We saw a pharmacy that has some medicine and stuff that Mikan went to. We met with Sonia and Peko Peko in a library that had some detail about the history of the island that doesn't quite seem to line up. Monokuma and Manami were being sus as usual, and Chiaki found a building that looked like ancient ruins, but with a high-tech door. You see? Look at that. Already 2 poops. That had like a high-tech door system that oddly resembles a certain school that we may or may not already be familiar with. Somehow, some way, some why. But trying to get in requires a password that we don't know, and it is assumed that if you type the password in wrong, then the Gatling gun beside the door will shoot you dead. Neither Monokuma nor Manami can get into that door either, so it remains a mystery what is inside.
Good nom nom nomming!
I'm glad that's a voice line.
Meow!
Do you know how many O's I used? Whoa there. Your cool demeanor gives me the shivers. Alright, friends. I hope you didn't think that we were getting away without doing this. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 is the answer, Ibuki. You're welcome.
I see,
Aw.
I see.
Hang on, no, I need to actually go read these voice lines. They're soulful. Whoa there! Your cool demeanor gives me the shivers. But you should talk about it more, you know? Shoot me with your word arrows. Thinking about Byakuya made me feel really sad, so I'm trying super hard to stay upbeat. About Byakuya? That's right. He may have had piggy fingers, but he was really totally awesome. It sounds easy to keep a promise till the very end, but I think it's actually really, really hard. You're right, especially in this kind of situation. But to actually die like that... If only he didn't have piggy fingers. Darn, that's so disappointing. Now then, I'm off to the restaurant. Adieu! You didn't have to say that last bit. Good morning, Nekamaru.
What is it, Hajime?
Do you need to talk to me about something? What's wrong? What are you surprised about? No need to worry, I'll head to the restaurant first. So which one of them killed Nagito? That's the question. That definitely seems like the direction that we're going here. Which is probably a misdirect, but even so.
What's going on? That's impossible.
Hell yeah, Mahiru.
But hey, obviously. Yo. That's weird. All right.
I like Akane a lot. Like, baseline, I like almost the whole cast. At a very, like, low standard level, I enjoy almost everybody except for, at this point, Saionji.
Hey.
You're playing video games again this morning? Look, Hajime, do you go up to Mahiru and be like, wow, you've got your camera with you again this morning? Like, no. She's the ultimate gamer. What do you expect from her?
You think? Hey. Come on. Hey, hey.
Bamboo copter?
Huh? Come on. Jeez.
I would play Bamboo Copter with Chiaki and Mahiru. When an extrovert drags an introvert to a social event, look, you need that every now and again. Not always, but every now and again. Hey, you came at the right time. What do you think, Hajime? What do I think about what? Isn't it obvious that stuff he said about a traitor and World Ender? I'm asking if you know anything about it. After one night's sleep, there's no way I'd suddenly find out anything.
What's going on?
Well, that's obvious. The same goes for me, too.
Honestly.
I didn't get enough sleep last night because of that baffling nonsense.
But
I wonder if it's really true that there's a traitor among us.
No!
No need to worry. You don't have to worry about the traitor at all.
However, if by chance a worst-case scenario...
Possible!
Even in a worst-case scenario, you don't have to worry about the traitor.
that's weird.
What do you mean? You're being awfully certain about it.
Behold!
Of course. In fact, that so-called traitor is tied up at the moment and can't move at all.
Huh?
It cannot be.
Tied up, you say? Could you be referring to Nagito, whom we have not seen since yesterday?
Who else could it be? Nagito's the traitor!
What about that other part, where you said he was tied up and can't move?
Oh, crap!
Hey, Kazuichi, what should we do?
Dumbass, don't rope me into this. They'll find out we worked together to... Ah, crap! You guys are both idiots.
You.
Hey, what does this mean?
I mean...
Well, you know... There's no way we can let him run around free. I mean, he tried to put us all in danger, you know?
Teruteru committed a murder because that guy tempted him, right? So that makes him a killer too. It's necessary to deal with him in an appropriate way.
Honestly.
So that's why you left him tied up. However, that cannot be helped. He is quite dangerous. How should I put this? He's a little creepy. Not that I want to badmouth him.
Emergency!
He's not a little creepy. He's creepy to the max. His creepiness is so high he could sell tickets to see it.
Good instinct.
That's truly a nice line. Every fiber of my being agrees with you. That's right, there is no existence more troublesome than that of an incomprehensible human.
Fall, my
What they like and what they hate. What makes them happy. What makes them angry. It's normal for all beings to have standards rooted in experience so they can predict their opponent's actions. But at times, those standards do not work on certain opponents. Those are the most fearsome opponents of all. Establishing a relationship with such a human is impossible.
Hey,
You should be careful. You're teetering on the edge yourself.
and
Anyway, where did you two tie up Nagito? The dining hall in the old hotel building. That's where Byakuya got killed.
He needs to reflect on what he did at that place.
So you're saying it's better to kill off a troublesome ally before they turn into an enemy? You killed him? He's obviously alive. I only knocked him out so we could tie him up. Then what shall we do with Nagito at this point? Let's hear everyone's opinion. It's not safe to let him walk around freely. There's no telling what he'll end up doing next. He's also the most likely person to be the traitor. George, isn't it okay if we just keep him tied up for a while? This chick, she's still eating a lot.
I see.
I mean, the girl's got energy. She burns a lot of calories, clearly. If so, it seems it would be better to watch him for a while. But it would be bad if we didn't let him eat or drink. He might end up dying for real. I know that already.
Aw.
Jeez, I didn't expect you two would do something like that. I wish you'd treat it more like an achievement. And I thought that tiny boy was up to something again. Who are you calling tiny boy? What? You're here?
Jeez.
It figures. You guys are messed up.
I get it.
Is that what you guys do? If you don't like your buddy, you corner them. Look at you sheep acting all righteous. What did you say? We didn't do anything wrong. Oh? Did the shitty sheep all bleat at me?
What did you say?
Looks like there's one more bastard who needs to get tied up.
Bastard!
Try it if you dare, bastard.
Shut up! Shut
You
up!
can threaten me, but I'm not scared. You're just a pipsqueak without the Kuzuryu clan backing you up.
What'd you say?
What you say?
Just stop.
Enough. Knock it off, you two. You bastards. I'll make sure you regret that later.
Huh?
What the heck? He's just a whiny loser. Kazuichi, let us just stop this already.
Aw.
Jeez, all this fighting. I can tell it's not going to be easy in the future. The future, huh? I wonder if we even have a future.
Hey,
Hey, don't start mumbling like that. If you do, I'll get depressed too.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. On top of this island's mystery, now there's also Nagito and Fuyuhiko to deal with. Jeez, it's just one thing after another. Cheers, Luigi. Thank you. In that uncomfortable atmosphere, we finished our breakfast and then left for our respective cottages. So what should I do today? Aha! Ha ha ha! Free time, baby! Alright. I hope you guys are ready for the worst part of playing Danganronpa. Lots of talking by the girls there. Figured your voice needed soothing. What I really need is like a good herbal tea or something. Problem is I don't really like hot drinks. And I just don't understand the appeal of drinking hot drinks. I just don't get it. Like, warm drinks maybe, but like, there's people who get coffee and then like, just raw dog that. Just like, this just came straight out of the coffee machine. Boom. And even taking like the tiniest little sip, the instant that that hits my tongue, I'm done. I'm gone. I don't enjoy that. I don't understand how anybody does. No, so typically when I'm doing like long streams, and especially if my voice is not feeling awesome, I will, after I finish, I'll go get a bowl of ice cream. I find that ice cream is actually very soothing on my throat. Alright, I hope they made an improvement on this somehow in Danganronpa 3. Or V3, I should say. Alright. We got the earrings. We've already gotten those before. You not lived anywhere with a cold climate? Oh, I have. I have. And, like, I want to go back. And there's the possibility... Oh, yay. There's the possibility that I will be able to go back. But... unfortunately, even then, you know, in the dead of winter, hot drinks, just as soon as they hit my tongue, I'm like, wow, I am scalding my mouth right now. Whoops. Man, I really wish there was a way to speed this up. Lucky. Oh, I forgot about these. Honestly, don't remember what the gacha minigame of V3 was. It's... the core of it isn't bad. I just wish I could do it in bulk. Let me spend 100 coins for 100 base chance items. Or at least let me automate it at least, you know? Like... it's the fact that I just have to keep one hand on the thing and just keep mouse wheel scroll up to feed a coin, then left click to get the thing. And I just have to keep doing that. I don't understand how anybody could live without hot drinks, but I'm talking about minus 30 degrees Celsius winters. I mean, I've been there and done that. Even then, though, I've always liked frozen treats. Even in winter, I'll be like, yeah, get me a popsicle, get me some ice cream. Now, food, on the other hand, get some, like, warm soup on a cold winter day, sit by the windowsill, hell yeah. A frog, amazing. I feel like the frog probably goes to Gundam. Carrot goes to Monami. The headphones are good for Ibuki. The gamer glove is obviously for Chiaki. Ice cream is really good on a sore throat, both cold and milky. Yeah, the thing, if you know anybody who's like a singer, you'll see a lot of people who, oh hey, who say, the achievement I just got is titled, "Look at this stuff, isn't it neat?" That's cute. You'll find a lot of people who say, like, never ever do dairy, because it... what is it? It enhances your, like, mucus production and coats your throat. I don't believe that that's actually biologically true. It can feel that way, but that's not actually what's happening. Gacha in V3 is mostly the same, but there are other ways to acquire presents. Technically, there are other ways to acquire presents in this, too. I can go to the vending machine, but, like, it's just not efficient, right? Like, any given item in the vending machine is gonna cost you, like, 10 to 50 coins, from what I saw. And so, like, I've spent, what, 40 coins at this point, and already gotten, like, 30 items. You know, it's just, as far as bang for your buck goes, feeding it in 1 coin at a time is the optimal way to do it, at basically any point. Crossbow? No, it didn't look like a crossbow because the string wasn't there. A male test tube? What was that? That's a book on how to give people the middle finger. That looked like some sort of video game. That's the skull mask. The frog! I will say at least one improvement that they made over the original game is in the original game, when you did this, the music track would like start over every single time you fed in a coin and gave a spin. And so you were just getting like the same 4-second clip of music starting over and over and over. At least that is better here. Ooh, a tuning fork, that's cool. That was Junko, okay. A female beaker. I'm very curious what some of these are. That looks tasty. These lucky spins don't seem to be happening quite as often as I remember from the first game. Alright, I'm gonna do like 2 more. And then we'll go check out Ibuki, wherever she's at. Man, there are a lot of game consoles, huh? Alright. Ibuki, where are you? I'm gonna go check the new island. Hello, Ibuki. You're a little closer than I expected. I'm just gonna go check the left route on the island here in case there's anything I missed, but no, okay. The way I tied my hair today is so not cool. Disagree, Ibuki.
Hey, hey!
Then I shall indoctrinate you to the secrets of this hairstyle. For the sake of indoctrination, I was forced to watch Ibuki style her hair. It feels like we grew a little closer. Alright, so we got a lot of new presents here. Packaged orzoto, a dish made from boiled pearl barley. It is very nutritious and high in fiber, also tastes good with beef tongue. Chocolate chip jerky, dried beef sprinkled with chocolate chips, preserved meat product invented by an experimental cook. That sounds horrible. There's no guarantee this will actually taste good, yeah. Gugelhup cake. The cake is said to be a favorite of Marie Antoinette. It's German for priest cap. Filled with a variety of sweet breads, including melon and peanut butter flavors, the bag has a logo of Hansel and Gretel. A staple food made by frying thin potato slices in oil. Beware its dangerously high calorie count. Many men have lost their everything, betting they could only eat just one. True. Strawberry flavored shaved ice comes with a spoon containing lottery numbers. If your numbers win, you receive more shaved ice. That's fun. Sunflower seeds. They have a flavor somewhat similar to peanuts. The flower itself represents the sun's watchful eyes. Spy spike, a spike that you can wield with swiftness and agility. Just like a real spy, also known as spy. Boots that have raised soles, allowing the wearer to fake their height. I live in Florida, so that's a hot topic here. Another Hope. This valuable diamond was created from the remaining fragments of the original Hope diamond when it was cut long ago. Rumors persist that death follows anyone who has this item in their possession. Sayonji! Sayonji, I have a gift for you! Biggest Phantom, an ancient fan that has been passed down since the Heian period. Those who possess it will be able to speak with ghosts. A perfectly designed handbook, useful for documenting various events that occur throughout the day. It comes with a pen that can be easily stored inside. A thick book that has hints and codes for every game ever released. The second edition now includes tips for even the most difficult levels. A must-have for any true gaming fanatic. You know, I gotta say, it does make me sad that these don't exist anymore. I remember when I was a kid, I would, like, look for these in, like, scholastic book fairs, because they had collections of cheat codes and game hints and stuff like that. And that's just not a thing in any video games anymore. There aren't cheat codes. I mean, like, the single-player game as it used to exist is just not the same. But, like, man, games really need big head mode again, or infinite ammo, or infinite HP mode, that you could just, like, boot up and just mess around with your friends for a while. Like, that was such a good time in a golden age of video games for me. The PS2 era of single-player games, you know, Ratchet and Clank, for example, like, that's just good stuff. Cheat codes are goated, yeah. Go back even further, and a lot of game devs would put hints and guides in the manuals, yeah. Nintendo Power and cheat code books were just replaced by the internet. I mean, yeah. I mean, Who here has read one of those like game facts walkthroughs? You know, the ones I'm talking about, the ones that are like entirely text with ASCII art, the ones that you had to go like really far out of your way to find, and like the author of it had to like put the credits, their own name at the credit in the top. Like, that was just a different time. Remember those big, thick game book guides that you could get? The ones that were like a full walkthrough start to finish with all the secrets and the trivia and the yada yada. And half the time, stuff wasn't even right in them, you know? Man, that just... There's a certain level of that, like... Was that convenient? No. As an experience, was that better than the ability to just go on the internet and search for something? I mean, no. But we lose something in the transition away from that. I feel like there's a certain phenomenon of a shared experience that we can relate to that has been done away with. And I have a nostalgia for that. It makes me very sad that those shared experiences have been done away with in the interest of, you know, raw efficiency. Get things as fast as possible, get things as accurate as possible. Like, I remember game guides that were wrong and not finding that out until you tried to do it. I feel like you don't really see that anymore with, like, go on YouTube and search for something. You'll get whatever is the most popular thing from the biggest YouTuber in that subgenre, and it's gonna be right 99% of the time. I had a guidebook like that for Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah, I had one for Dragon Quest VIII. I had to call my cousin. I was a child, man. I was a baby. I called my older cousin because she had a guidebook for Pokemon Crystal. I distinctly remember being like, hey, where can I get... I think it was a Vulpix. I want a Vulpix. Where can I get Vulpix? And she would pull out her book and go flipping through the pages with their on the landline. I had my mom supervising me on the landline phone while my cousin was going through there like, all right, you can find Vulpix on this route. And I'd be like, thanks, Samantha. And then I would hang up. And that was it. We used to have to knock on our friends' doors, and their parents would come out to the door, and you would have to say, hi, can Sammy come out and play with me today? We used to have to do that. You used to show up to your friend's house unannounced. They didn't know you were coming, you had no plans, and half the time they weren't there, or their mom said, no, they can't come out today, and you had to turn your ass around and go home sad. And you know what? I miss that. I miss that there were times where we were not expected to be connected to the whole wide world, you know? Nowadays, with the cell phones, I feel... God, man, I have become old man yells at cloud. It finally happened. I finally have become a boomer. Bent already sounding like someone from the retro category. I am ashamed of what I have become. But you know what? I'm goddamn right. Anyway, this goes to Chiaki. Next. Men's Manma. I definitely read that as Men's Mama. A magazine for gourmands that lists popular restaurants for all kinds of situations. The articles about recommended date spots are especially popular. Whoops, sorry. Black Rabbit Picture Book. An introductory book for pulling various cons. The cover has a black rabbit on it to avoid attention. Apparently there's a white rabbit and a red rabbit version of this book as well. Who would be interested in pulling cons? That's interesting. 2.5D headphones, we know where this goes. A laboratory instrument with a masculine symbol on it. Organic synthesis is possible by combining this with the measuring flask. What? I am very confused by these two. Infrared thermometer. By detecting the infrared radiation released by your body, this thermometer can measure your body temperature without making direct contact with your skin. Many-sided dice set. A full set of dice consisting of a D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, and a D20. Created to celebrate the 30-year anniversary of the world-famous tabletop RPG Mazes and Monsters. Hell yeah. Let's go. The Fun Box. That's an innuendo right there. That's what that is. The newest home video game console. It promises a rewarding experience that money simply can't buy. You will need to buy games for it, though. Nitro Racer. A toy car that was popular a few years ago. A unique feature of this product is the Nitro button. Pressing this button releases a very nice breeze from the car. Cute. I don't think that's a toy. You bite this toy like a dog. When you do, you end up making a funny face. That's why it's called a gag ball. Am I giving this to Ibuki? Maybe. We'll put a pin in that. We'll come back to it later. A high-quality tool used for floral arrangements. The needles are inserted into flowers and branches. I have a friend who does floral arrangements, actually. They, I didn't know this, but there is, like, national competitions for floral arranging, and he has competed in that, and, like, not won nationally, but has done pretty well. Like, half of these are for Chiaki. They really knew who most people would go for. A bamboo sword sheath with a beautiful gold finish on the part where the blade is inserted. That sounds mighty familiar. Mini wave dissipators. The island souvenir is a wave dissipation block that fits in the palm of your hand. If you leave it on the coast, seawater gathers around it. That's kind of cool. Collapsible fishing rod. That's what that is. Okay. A fishing rod designed so you can enjoy fishing anytime, anywhere. It becomes the size of a ballpoint pen when you collapse it, allowing you to carry it with you freely. That's crazy. That cannot be stable. You're going to catch a minnow, and that's going to snap. Century potpourri. An aromatic blend of ripened flowers, herbs, and fruit skins. You'll enjoy the smell of this potpourri for 100 years. An enormous tuning fork. In the hands of a tuning master, it has the power to destroy everything with its resonance. In a pinch, you can also hang your laundry from it. The Seven Sword. A sword discovered inside a clay doll excavated from the island. The blade has the unique characteristic of branching off into 7 blades, but its number of uses is already maxed out. That is a reference to some video game that I don't know. I recognize the design, but I'm not sure where it originated. Broken Warhead. A weapon of mass destruction found at the bottom of the ocean. The following words were inscribed on the warhead by a fallen princess. Humans can live without this. True. Girl with Bear Hairpin. A masterpiece from the realist artist Riskini Harden Phenomenon. It was reported last year that he immersed himself in despair and was constantly painting the entire time. Interesting. Jabba the Frog. A frog native to Jabberwock Island. It has an extremely long lifespan and is said to live approximately 600 years. An iguana native to Jabberwock Island. According to local legend, this creature was originally a young maiden who was changed into this form through magic. Lust Setsugeka. Japanese sake that contains no alcohol. Despite being alcohol-free, it will still get you drunk. Literally, what's the name of that effect? Placebo effect. Just placebo affecting yourself into drunk. A sword for display purposes. The sheath has a scratch on it, and the gold foil near the hilt is scraped off. It doesn't look very valuable. Mighty familiar. Bandage wrap. A cloth. I thought this was toilet paper. I totally saw this come out of the gacha machine, and I thought this was a roll of toilet paper, and I was like, wow, I really can give this to Sayonji right before I give her the glass that gets her killed. A cloth bandage wrap used to treat wounds. In some cases, you can also use this to demonstrate your morbidity or cruelty. Used carrot? I don't like the phrase used carrot. Partially eaten carrot I would be comfortable with. I don't like the phrase used carrot. A carrot given by Monami. It's been used so much that it's practically scraped clean. Nuh-uh. I don't like that. A wooden stick Monami found on the island. Gives you the courage to fight. This unlocks Monami mode, which is even more fun than the actual game. Oh, is that the other game mode that Monami was talking about earlier? Interesting. Proof that you've cleared Chapter 1. A memento of Teruteru Hanamura. It's filled with the boastings and pride that have made countless gourmands roar with ecstasy. And I think, yep, that's the end of it. Okay. Well, we have seen a lot of things here, and I want to give her something new. I'm not sure what she would enjoy that I haven't already given her, though. I've gotta know. I've gotta know. Would Ibuki play Dungeons and Dragons with me? If the answer is yes, then she is the girl of my dreams. My wife is sitting maybe about 12 feet away from me on the other side of a wall, but I said what I said.
Are you serious?
Yes! I see. Something amazing has come out. This is bad. I'm so excited. I can't stop shaking. Now then, what should Hajime and I play today? Playing again? Seriously, what happened to training?
I've got it!
Today we're gonna do 1,000 practice head swings. Oh god. Gonna get brain damage is what I'm gonna get. Isn't that just called headbanging? Ibuki would start us off. As soon as she said that, Ibuki started swinging her head back and forth with amazing speed. She's so fast that her head is a blur. I can't believe her tiny neck can keep up with that. You do it too, Hajime! It's fun! Woo! I had no idea why I was doing this, but I decided not to think about it and just played along with Ibuki. My head is ringing. Just as I thought, there was no meaning behind it, but I feel like a lot of stuff I'd been stressing about mysteriously lifted off my shoulders.
Oh my!
You look pretty refreshed. I feel like we were playing pretty well together just now.
I see.
I mean,
see.
Ibuki just realized it. When I'm with Hajime, Ibuki plays really well. I just remembered that Ibuki left her old band. Apparently she was a member of a girl band that was at the height of their popularity. Hey Ibuki, why did you leave your old band? Was it because you had creative differences with them?
Aw.
How should I put it? Creative differences? Personality differences. Well, it's not that big of a deal. That's the destiny of a band member, after all.
Hey!
Like I said earlier, what's most important is a sense of unity. Technique is something you gain just by practice. But you won't know if the group really meshes well together until you try it once. And if it's no good, that's something you can't really help. That's why Ibuki doesn't really regret leaving the band.
Aw.
But being alone is a teensy bit lonely. I see. If I can fill that loneliness by doing stuff with her, even if it's just a little, well, then I guess I don't mind playing along with her for a while. Then I shall keep playing with Hajime today.
Why, you?
Let's continue our headbanging. This time it's for the championship. Whoever loses has to tongue kiss Manami. We're competing now. I ended up banging my head until I lost consciousness. It must have been a blessing in disguise that no one won or lost, thanks to a double KO. Cute. Ibuki does genuinely remind me of somebody I know, someone who I am a very close friend with. She has a certain attitude of like carefree, go with the flow, a little wild. Reminds me of actually a very good friend of mine. Hajime, I can fix her. Hajime, she can fix me. I'm glad that she likes Dungeons and Dragons. Alright. If I can get the right gift, I might be able to max out my hope fragments with Ibuki. Okay, nobody here. You know, it occurs to me. We did have that whole conversation up here about, like, you know, hey, what are we doing with Nagito and everything? And we never, like, saw him get released. Dare I ask who will be after Ibuki? You don't gotta ask, Luigi. You know. We all know who comes after Ibuki. After I go to Best Girl, I gotta go to Best Boy. I'm gonna check the market. Now, who comes after that is probably a very hard question for me to answer. Maybe Mahiru? I could see Mahiru. I could see maybe Chiaki. Looks like everyone's probably hanging out on the new island. Consensus was just not to release him, just feed him so he wouldn't die. Like, I agree with that choice, frankly. I'm gonna check the beach, but then I'll go around checking the new island. I will say, of the characters after I do Gundam, the female cast is much more compelling to me than the male cast. Like, I just like cute girls, you know? Cute girls are good and cute. B, of the people who are no longer on the island, both of them are in the male cast. So we've lost Byakuya, we've lost Teruteru. That leaves us, after we've finished Gundam, with Nekomaru, who's cool, but like, I don't have to get to know him super well. Nagito, but I don't know where the story's going with him. Soda, who's fine. But again, like, Soda's a good, comfortable acquaintance. And I don't know that I can speak to Fuyuhiko yet. Not sure if he's, like, out and about. Ibuki's not going to be in the library. What am I thinking? So we lost 2 guys. Does that mean we're going to lose 2 girls next? I don't like to try to predict in that way. Because, like, I don't know. That just, as an author, not that I am, like, a legitimate published author or anything, but I have written murder mystery stories before, and my general, like, viewpoint is that, like, cast imbalance shouldn't really be a part of my planning process. Nagito events are already effed up for the game. You see, that right there is the kind of thing where I do want to be cautious about our what we say, because I didn't know that ahead of time, and like that can color my way of thinking. Like, maybe now I might expect that Nagito is going to die, and like, because hey, if I've already lost the opportunity, like maybe he's no longer going to be an option now that he's out of the picture. So those are the kinds of things, like, even if I draw the wrong conclusion, if something leads me to start drawing conclusions, that's where I try to... Oh, that was weird. Oh, I guess R brings up the menu for, like, which different spots you can go check. I think that's the whole island, too. So I guess I was wrong. I guess she's somewhere on the first island, or maybe she's in the park. I've done a good lap around the island. Okay, we're gonna lose the Snek form soon. She's gonna evolve, which is sad. I like the Snek. I wonder if she's gonna go through the different, like, symbols of the island. Oh, there was like a snake, a lion, an eagle, I think. I wasn't paying enough attention to what the other ones were. Oh, well, I guess this helps. Pokemon. That's the eagle, I think. There's the Snek. I don't remember what the one that we just lost was. Oh, there you are, Ibuki. I like that the log actually logs your, Okay, you know what, before I start Ibuki, I'm just gonna run around a little bit. I like that the log logs the screen transitions. I wonder if you can game it by doing this. Okay, that has to have been 27 steps now. Nope. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh? Oh? It wants to give you something. Okay. I have fully raised one type of pet. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna get a different type of pet now. Interesting. Okay, so now if I do this, is it no longer gonna... Yeah, okay, so now it says egg. Interesting. All right.
Oh, crap!
I'm getting all sleepy. That means my character is gonna overlap Chiaki's. Isn't that bad? I'm gonna save real quick. Because if I give her the wrong gift again, or like accidentally give her a gift that I don't intend to give her, I should say.
Aw, crap! This is going nowhere.
I sure am sleepy though. Do you think I'll wake up if I drink coffee? Alright. What can I give her that I have not yet given anyone else? Or that I haven't given her yet? Ramune, a sweet lemon-flavored carbonated drink. A marble plugs the opening of the uniquely designed bottle. Oh, I've seen these before. I don't understand how they work, but I've seen these. The bottle can also be reused if you bring it to the Ramune store. A colorless, transparent juice found inside coconuts. The sweet taste is considered refreshing by many. Okay. What is Ibuki gonna like? I feel like she'd like potato chips. Would she love potato chips? Kind of interested in some of the boots, maybe. I don't remember if I gave her the... No, because this is not a music thing. Man, what is up with these? Cylinder and flask. This is weird. We know who the thermometer is for. The fun box. I'm not giving her the gag ball, but I am so curious. I don't see her as a fishing enthusiast. Oh, a tuning fork, actually. Tuning fork could be real. I'm gonna put a pin in the tuning fork. I think that might be the right answer here. See, this looks like poop to me. I don't know if anyone else ever played the original Digimon world for the PlayStation 1, but this is the golden poop. Girl with the bear hairpin. Who on earth is getting the Junko portrait? I love these two. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the tuning fork. Yes!
Yahoo!
Yes! Yes! I think we got it. I think we maxed out our level with Ibuki. So, what are we doing today? Before we get to that, do you remember anything, Hajime?
Yes!
You know, about your talent and stuff. Since you've been hanging out with Ibuki for so long, you should have remembered something by now. Huh? Don't tell me all that stuff we did was just to help me remember. Wrong! Ibuki just wanted to play with Hajime. But Ibuki Miyota, the goddess of music, thought you might remember something if I stimulated your senses.
This is going nowhere.
But I guess Hajime was too dull for it to work. Dull. But still, I never expected that Ibuki was actually thinking about me the whole time. I didn't even notice. I feel a little ashamed. Man, best girl just keeps getting bester. All this time, she was thinking about us. She was trying to do this for our benefit. Man, she's so good. She's amazing. The ultimate square, exactly.
Hey, hey!
Well, it's fine as long as you don't worry about it. I mean, the Hajime I know is the same person you've been from the start. What do you mean? It's pretty embarrassing, so I don't really want you to make me say it, but it actually doesn't matter at all whether or not you remember, because Hajime is already standing right here. I feel like you're someone who's willing to go far away to search for yourself.
I see.
But your true self doesn't actually exist anywhere. The person standing here right now is who you are. This is a genuinely very deep advice. The person who's changing every day, that's you. I believe finding yourself means accepting that you're someone who is constantly changing. Even when you're worrying about things, you're still you. Just kidding! Ibuki was trying to say things that she normally wouldn't say.
Why, you...
After all, this is the very last event. Ibuki, thanks, I think.
No problemo!
There's no need to thank me. Because Ibuki was able to remember something she hasn't felt for a long time after playing with Hajime. The importance of giving your all when expressing yourself. You're always doing that. But to expand on that, the important part is to do it together with someone. Someday, I want to play music with someone who trusts me as much as I trust them. That's always been Ibuki's dream. I think believing that dreams come true as long as you believe is the first step towards fulfilling your dreams. That's a little complicated. It's easy peasy. All you gotta do is believe.
So, no matter what happens from this point forward, never ever give up. It's a promise.
Ibuki said that with seriousness that I've never seen her display to anyone else. It's kind of surprising that I'm actually learning from her, but her words took root inside my heart. I won't give up. I'll definitely leave this island. With everyone. Hajime, you're making a very nice face. Now today's training is... stealing Akane's snack and kicking Nekomaru in the butt. AKA picking a fierce fight with two raging demons. Are you seriously going to do that? Of course! Now let's get on with it. Frantically ran after Ibuki because I had no idea what she was going to do. But I no longer feel like she's dragging me about like she used to. I feel a strong bond between Ibuki and myself. Honestly, genuinely, I talked earlier about how she really reminds me of a friend of mine. After that conversation, genuinely, she very much reminds me of a friend of mine. A very, very, very close friend, and somebody who I think without her, I would not have grown. I think that I got to develop as a person because I knew her, and because she pushed me in a way that that no one else was attentive enough to do. I quite like Ibuki. I think Ibuki's character writing, thin though, you know, Danganronpa's characters may be, I think that there's a lot of nuance to that kind of person. You just unlocked the skill Shred Guitar. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've earned it. Way to undermine it, Danganronpa. I somehow narrowly avoided death and made it back to my room. Alright. What do you got for me? These Harajuku-style panties perfectly capture Ibuki's cheeriness. You know, save. You know, I'm gonna share this story because it seems relevant in light of what just happened. The person who I've been talking about, you know, my in real life Ibuki. I won't mention names, but she was a close friend of mine in college. We spent a lot of time together, and I was a very different person when I started college than when I ended. I did not know a whole lot about the world and and how to interact with other people who did not come from the background that I came from. And I was never very outgoing. I didn't like going to parties, any of that kind of stuff. But she really made an effort to spend time with me and to like invite me to places and to try to break me out of my shell, to introduce me to new stuff, even if she knew I was going to hate it, just so that I could have the experience. She would come to me and be like, hey, you're going to hate this song, listen. And she would just give me the earbud and not really give me a chance to protest. And like, I spent a lot of time with her and I grew a lot. And like, I think that for most of the time she was right. I didn't really like most of the things she brought me, but there were some times where she'd show me something and I'd be like, oh, I actually do kind of like that. And we would kind of go from there. She was the extrovert who adopted me, yes. And that was great. But what really catapulted my growth was after a while, as tends to happen with people in this position, I woke up one day and I was like, she's been on my mind a lot lately. I'm really enjoying the time that I spend with her. I want to spend a whole lot more time with her. God damn it, I'm crushing on this girl. And those are complex feelings, you know? And I sat on that quietly for a very long time. We would, you know, she'd force me to come out to a party, or a different friend would force me to come out to a party, and like I'd see her being there and I would be like, I really just want to go and talk to her and spend my time with her. And that didn't go badly, but as I sat and I let that stew, I was like, hang on, I don't like this. That's not what I want out of this relationship. This person means so much to me, but not in that way. And so one day when we were hanging out, she was at my apartment, and we, you know, wrapped up for the night. I'm walking her out the front door, which I always do for any guest that I have, just, you know, as a safety thing, make sure that they get to where they're going. And we get outside and I'm like, hey, I need to talk to you. I'm gonna just be real. I've been crushing on you for a while, and that is what it is. But I want you to know that I really value our friendship more than any of that, and I don't want that to change. But I don't think that I can move on if I don't say these things, if I just keep that bottled up. And I knew that that was a risky thing to say, but she took it really well, and she was like, thank you for having the respect for me to say that to my face. And from that point on, within a couple of weeks, I was like, okay, that's out of my system now, and I can move on with this fantastic friend. And that relationship has meant so much to me. She was at my wedding a couple of weeks ago, and she actually brought that night up. She was like, hey, you helped me grow. She actually told me this. She said, you helped me grow, and you helped me have a standard, learn what my standard for respect is from people. Because, I mean, I'm not the first guy that has gotten, like, a wrong impression from her, right? And so that's kind of how this person reminds me of Ibuki, or how Ibuki reminds me of this person. Someone who just, like, who is thoughtful in a way that seems just weirdly outgoing, in a way that is, you know, we're just gonna impulsively go do something, you and me. And there's more to it than just some rando being weird, right? And that's where Ibuki really is a highlight for me in this game. And that's where, like, then getting the panties afterwards, I'm like, ah, damn it. I really, really like games where you can have characters that are not necessarily pushed into, like, shipping things. And there was really no romantic subtext between Hajime and Ibuki during this whatsoever. And so just getting the panties at the end of that just feels weird. It just feels out of place and fan servicey in a way that doesn't sit right. I somehow narrowly avoided death and made it back to my room. Anyway, thank you all for listening to Storytime. It's nice to just kind of talk sometimes about, things that are important. And I think that was a turning point in my life. And then they kiss. Why? Because they're both attractive. Yes, this is what audiences want.
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. Emergency! Emergency!
Ruh-roh.
Students, head over to Jabberwock Park as fast as you can! Come on, hurry up! Whoever gets there first, I'll treat you to my special-made curry rice tomorrow night! Come on, hurry the F up!
Now, the last time that we saw the bomb, not necessarily a bomb, it looks like a bomb, but it's not necessarily a bomb. The last time that we saw the timer, it was like expanding and growing and whirring. So I'm curious if that's going to come into play here. Curry rice, huh? It feels like I haven't eaten that in a while. Wait, who'd actually fall for that? I don't know what he's planning this time around, but there's no way I can ignore it. Jabberwock Park again, huh? But the Danganronpa fandom is built around shipping, which is actually incredibly bizarre to me, because I think that the strongest relationships between any of the characters in these games that I have played so far is that of a friendship. Like, frankly, what was the best pair of characters in the original Danganronpa? In my mind, without a doubt, it was Hina and Sakura. Like, the two of them played off of each other so well, and their interactions were so cute, and they felt like genuine friends. And that's like where Akane and Nekomaru are in this game for me right now. Like, I feel like the two of them are really tight, and they have a great energy together. Platonic ships way better than romantic ships. Yeah, something really has to be built around romantic ships for me to hold that higher than just platonic friendships. I'm sorry, I'm such a slowpoke. I'll head over to the park right away. But I'm not being slow on purpose. I tried to leave my cottage as soon as I heard the announcement. I tripped again. I must get a lot of hate for making excuses like this. People are probably thinking, if you have time for that, then hurry up. This girl, she tripped again. She's seriously so pitiful. Anybody else hanging out here? Yes, Soda, actually. Chihiro and Mundo could have been close. I mean, yeah. And that's also where, like, part of the strength of Danganronpa's story writing comes in, right? Is, like, these murders are tragic. You know, the third episode of Danganronpa 1 was a little different because there wasn't really any real tragedy in it, but, like, the second one, the first one, both of those I see as being pretty tragic. Why'd I have to listen to that announcement? If only I didn't listen to it. Then I wouldn't have to respond to that annoying summons. That's impossible. Those speakers are set up throughout the island, you know? Not only that, an excuse like I wasn't paying attention won't work on Monokuma.
Damn it!
I don't wanna go. Sorry, bud. That appears to be it around here. It's strange, but the game's audience has a bigger female ratio, and there are tons of ship fanfics. It doesn't actually really strike me as that surprising that this game has a larger than average female fan base. I mean, I know that my older cousin, the same one who I was talking about earlier, who had that Pokemon Crystal book, she also played this game, I know. Because that was how I first heard about it, but I never really knew anything about it. So maybe it's just because anecdotally, you know, both the people who introduced me to this in the first place and the person who, like, made me want to start playing the game, both were ladies. Chibi-me. Okay, so we haven't gotten to the actual evolution yet. Because there's a lot of top-tier male characters in the fan base. Now, the treatment of the female characters in the games is somewhat interesting to me. That there's such a strong female fan base for a series of games that I wouldn't say is particularly progressive as far as its female characters are concerned. Certainly not in the design aspect, I think. Hello, arcade machine. I'm the... Yeah, that tracks. That absolutely tracks. Akane, the ultimate athlete, would absolutely book it here to get that free curry rice.
Wow.
Indeed. I wonder what kind of curry it is. You too.
Hey!
What's the scientific term for when you get hungry after you hear the word curry?
What are you saying?
You guys are fucking stupid. Don't get worked up over something so idiotic.
Bastard!
Hey, where the hell is Monokuma? Get out here.
Thank you for waiting.
Thanks for the miracle of waiting.
All right.
Hey, Monokuma. I was the first one here. That means I got dibs on the curry.
What are you gonna do?
No need to rush. No need to rush. I'll properly treat you to my special-made Monokuma curry tomorrow night. Monokuma curry?
What?
It's an extremely delicious curry made from an unknown meat, wilted vegetables, and a mysterious brand of rice.
Hey.
I can't imagine anything delicious based on those ingredients. No worries. It takes skill to make curry nasty.
Good instincts.
That is truly a nice line, but it is meaningless.
You fiend.
Now, Monokuma, let us hear what your business is. However, you should know that I, the Supreme Overlord, have very little time to spare. Understand?
Go, my four dark devas of destruction!
If this is something foolish, know that I will feed your remains to these beasts!
What?
You haven't noticed yet? The reason why I summoned you guys. If you look closely at this park, you should be able to notice. Male audience still exists and they're providing fan service for everyone. That's true, that's fair. This genre tends to be more female-friendly than violent ones, like Ace Attorney and Fire Emblem Awakening. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily true. I think that there is a cultural predisposition towards, you know, what video games women that are able to get into the video game world find appealing, and that is something that I think draws morely from, you know, socio-political details that I am not about to start getting into. Long story short, anything that has a well-written story can be appealing to anybody. It seems Monokuma is up to something. What is he planning this time? Could it be, maybe?
What's going on?
Monokuma, what is he planning to make us do this time? It looks like there's a television-like object over there. I wonder what it is.
Huh?
Curry, huh? It must be a demon using the scent of curry to cause a chain reaction. People will feel like they have no choice but to eat curry. How horrifying.
Hey!
I agree with that. What's the scientific term for that, too?
Jeez.
Seriously, who the fuck cares? This is lame. I will say, for as sour as Fuyuhiko is, he is the only one who really has any sense of, like, objectivity here.
I see. You certainly prepared an intriguing tribute. I shall give you a pass on becoming food.
What does he mean? Does this guy actually know?
All right!
I might be pushy, but that curry is gonna be mine. I'm looking for more depth from you, Akane, within the next chapter or two. Will Akane do anything for food? She has a nose like a dog, so she might even run around in circles 3 times and bark. On to more pressing matters. What kind of curry is it going to be? Earless seal curry? Stellar sea lion curry? Or perhaps it is actually bear curry? Why is she coming up with such questionable curry choices? Hey, don't you question foreign cuisine, Hajime?
Man.
Just the name Monokuma curry makes my appetite drop to 0. In fact, it's in the negatives. Well, not that it matters to Akane. Her attitude is basically, if I can eat it, it's good enough. I mean, we all know someone like that. Maybe we all are someone like that. Oh my. What the heck is that? There's a TV over there. Is that the curry? Is it TV-flavored curry? Oh, Ibuki. Always fucking summoning us. Seriously, what is it this time?
What?
You haven't noticed yet? The reason why I summoned you guys, if you look closely at the park, you should be able to notice. Arcade machine. Okay, so it's not this big projector screen over here, it's actually the arcade machine. What is this? Twilight Syndrome. Specifically, Danganronpa 2 Twilight Syndrome. Forbidden Urban Legend, I think is what that says. Isn't this an arcade machine?
Correct.
That's correct!
Thank you for waiting.
So, I would like the long-awaited recreation time, or recreation time, to begin. Don't tell me. You're going to tell us to play this game. Hey, what's the game? What games are on this? She's totally into it. She's breathing real fast. I've only prepared one game, but it's truly a gem. After all, it's a game that I personally created. You did?
Then,
It is not something I could possibly look forward to playing.
What the heck?
No, don't compare it to those amateur fan service games. You know that famous game that everyone's been waiting for a sequel to? Well, I made a brand new game instead. Famous
I shall
game.
now present. Ta-da! The name of the game is Twilight Syndrome Murder Case.
what the heck? That's pretty lame. I want to play games about riddle-solving professors or collecting cute monsters.
Professor Layton and Pokemon.
Stupid! Don't say such silly things. What if we get weighed down by all the quarters?
Twilight Syndrome is an adventure game series. The first one was released in 1996. It's about a group of high school girls who go exploring in order to verify numerous urban legends. The player controls characters like a side-scroller.
Meaningless.
I have no interest in weak things like video games. And I don't even know what generation a game that old is.
You
With your face, I find that hard to believe.
boring.
But adventure games are boring and tedious to play, right? Don't diss adventure games. Besides, there's a lot of reasons to make one.
No.
You know, like budgetary reasons. Man, and I was a big fan of the series. I don't know why, but I feel like you've totally tainted the series.
What are you saying?
Shouldn't you be tainting your face with tears of gratitude? I've cast a spotlight on a neglected title. And what's the point of this game? I mean, it's not like you're telling us to play it just to enjoy it, right?
Well,
You certainly noticed the good part.
that's right. This game is gonna be your next motive. The motive you need to kill people. After all, I'm gonna get bored if the next Blacken doesn't show up soon.
Could it be?
This game is the motive?
Actually,
In truth, the game's theme is a missing link. You know, it's a recurring theme for mysteries, right? It's kinda like a hidden connection. What does that mean?
here.
If you're interested, then try playing it. Okay.
Hey,
You can't. You gotta say no, it's a trap.
Hey,
If that's the motive, won't it be okay if we just don't play it?
That's absolutely right. You're quite the genius.
what?
I see. That motive never occurred to me.
Are you sure about
But are you
this?
sure you don't want to do that?
Hey,
Learning the motive means you're going to be prepared, you know. Humans who are prepared and humans who aren't. I don't have to tell you which is strong and which is weak, right? What do you mean? For example, if someone secretly played it, that person might come and kill you.
watch out!
In the context of a preemptive strike, that's truly fatal!
hey,
What do you mean? You guys are all enemies, you know? Is it really alright for your enemy to have an advantage? If you're gonna just ignore it, then do whatever you like, even if you're fully aware of the situation.
Bye.
Bye-bye! What the heck?
Bad.
Hey, what should we do?
But
Even if you ask me, there's no way I'll know.
anyway,
It would be dangerous to carelessly touch this game. There's no mistaking that.
you are right.
It might be better if we wait and see how this plays out.
But
Wouldn't it be bad if someone secretly played the game while we're waiting? Whoever gets the motive would become the hunter, and the rest of us would become the prey. It's a messed up way to think about it,
What are you saying?
but it's true. It's your loss if you end up dying. All we need to do is kill if we want to win. I don't want to end up like Byakuya or Teruteru. After Fuyuhiko spat those words, we watched him turn and walk away. Fuyuhiko makes a good point.
huh?
You too. What are you saying? Do you really want to kill someone that badly?
Cause
It's not like that. I mean, how can you be cautious if you don't even know the motive? That might be true, but
nope.
it doesn't matter. Motive or otherwise, it doesn't matter. I won't let another killing happen.
Killing.
I will
I'll
never.
never allow it.
Chiaki? Chiaki? Let's pause for a moment and consider what happened to the last man who said words that sounded a lot like the ones you're saying right now. It did not go well for him.
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. It is now 10 p.m. Please return to your rooms and relax. Let the sound of the ocean gently rock you to sleep. Now then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night.
I really like the tone that he uses on Goodnight.
It's already that time, huh? It's better if we just break for today.
I'll try to think about it tonight more carefully. The correct thing for me to do. But regardless, I will never kill anyone. I mean, it's impossible. Me too. It's definitely impossible.
For now.
Then we should turn in for the day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Burdened by uneasy thoughts, we all went back to our respective cottages. But still. That was totally unexpected. I can't believe she said something like that so forcefully. I will never, ever let another killing happen. She's probably dealing with all of this in her own way, but...
Sleepy.
I feel sleepy. I should go back too. I can't read her at all. A motive to kill someone, huh? Is doing nothing at all correct? Or is trying to stop it from happening while being aware of the danger correct? There's no way I'd understand something like that. In this messed up world, there's no way I can know what's right. You know what I want to see?
This is troubling.
What I want to see is a chapter where Monokuma presents a motive, and then the playable character, in this case Hajime, is so swayed by it that the investigation phase of the game is Hajime, for example, going and setting up and planning a murder. And, like, throughout the course of this, I'm picturing, like, a new island opens up, and then we see Hajime go and prepare a room for, a murder, and he starts setting up the plan, and then something goes wrong, and we still have to find out who it was that did it, kind of in the same way that the first trial in this game went, but one in which we are now actually, like, really heavily suspected, and for good reason, because we took the bait. I would love to see that. You don't know how tough it is to be successful. I'm so jealous of people who aren't successful and don't have anything. The biggest obstacle to challenging new things is definitely your past successes. Those always hold me back, all the time. I'm so jealous of people who don't have anything. People with no expectations sure are happy. I mean, they can do anything they want without worrying about anything.
That's all from Monokuma Theater!
Man, being successful is tough.
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make.
That is a very specific wish, but DR is not that series. Well, with that, I mean, like, that is just a shakeup to the formula that I would like to see. I am open to other shakeups, though. It doesn't have to be that specifically.
Good morning, everyone! Looks like today is gonna be another perfect tropical day!
And with
Now
that said,
then,
I do
let's
have
show
faith
some
that
enthusiasm and make sure to give it our
Danganronpa
all
is going to
today.
surprise me with some twists. I should go to the restaurant for now. You know, I think I might call it a night right there. As if by habit I left my cottage and I just so happened to bump into a certain someone.
Huh?
Do I think that I'm gonna get free time right away? Let's see where this goes. I'll give it a few minutes, and if it seems like... we're going into, like, a long chunk of story, I'll probably wrap it up. The last tiny bit of my water here. Oh, it's you, Fuyuhiko. How unlucky. I have to see your face this morning.
Hey, bastard!
Just so you know, I don't want to talk to you at all. I'm in a really bad mood right now. It's not like you were going to the restaurant now, right? Were you planning to go somewhere else?
Shut up!
Like I said, I don't want to talk to you. I'm just going back to my cottage. Leave me alone. You say you're going back. Did you go somewhere?
It's got nothing to do with
Hey,
you!
didn't I tell you already? I really don't want to talk. Is it the game? What do you mean? So it's true. What do you have in your hand? What's that envelope? What's inside? Shut up! What makes you think you have any right to question me? I'm not trying to question you. I was just... You saying you don't like the fact that I acted on my own without consulting you guys? Is there something wrong with that, huh? You gonna tie me up like Nagito? Seriously, I didn't mean...
Dumbass.
Don't talk to me ever again. If you do, I swear I'll fucking kill you. That guy, he's gonna be dangerous if we leave him alone. I should let everyone know. But I should be careful not to make too much trouble. Alright, yeah, I think that that's about where we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. This seems like a good pausing point. And then we can open tomorrow on a high note. Or not tomorrow, but on our next stream, on a high note with a conversation with Gundam. We got Boss Baby in, dang it, Grandpa. Yep, that is just grown up Boss Baby, you right. Yeah, how much did Chapter 1's case surprise you? It did surprise me in that it got more convoluted than I was giving it credit for. I really went into it thinking, oh, this is a Chapter 1 case, so it's gonna be a little bit more simple so that, you know, you can get a feel for the gameplay. But no, it really came out of the gate swinging. Because I kind of very, very dismissively floated the idea very early on that, like, someone was actually under the floor and stabbed him upward, and that didn't really square up with Nagito being all suspicious, which means that it probably just was Nagito, and he, like, dropped the skewer below the floorboards, and there wasn't, like, a second person involved who actually did the killing from underneath the floor. I dismissed that idea, and then, as it turned out, that was the answer. So, it did surprise me. Teru Teru being the culprit was not something I would have expected. There are a couple of things that I think could have tipped me off, but also there are some, like, specifics and revelations that came about during the trial that without those key pieces of information, I think would have made it a lot harder to deduce the answer. Now, could you guess the answer? Yes, I think that there's ample clues to guess, hey, the culprit was this person. But to be able to say, and this is how, I think is a little bit more of an arduous task. Not impossible, given everything that's presented, but I think it is challenging. That feels like it's the standard, more than that key information comes out in the trial. Yeah, which is fine. I'm not against that. I just like having as much as possible, as early as possible. Bloody Blanket was a dead giveaway. I don't think that that was a dead giveaway, especially given that Nagito was deliberately acting suspicious. Like, bear in mind that you first discover the Bloody Blanket quite a while after Nagito has gone into the storage room and come out and like shut the door behind him and been like, haha, I didn't find anything there. Okay, let's go somewhere else. And like, that's very suspicious. And so that is a good misdirection onto Nagito himself. Now, would I have ever suspected that Nagito was just deliberately confusing us in order to, you know, make the game more interesting, to achieve whatever his odd arbitrary goals are? No, I don't think that I was prepared to make that assertion at that time. They mentioned the floorboards multiple times, so it's clearly a very important clue. My conclusion with that was that the murder weapon after the stab happened was slipped down through the floorboards and disposed of in that way. So that was an incorrect conclusion on my part. I don't know when our next stream is going to be. I want to say Tuesday. I want to be consistent with the schedule. However, I streamed Thursday. I was very sick Friday. I streamed yesterday. I streamed today. Tomorrow, I have a third interview for a position that I really am interested in. And then immediately after that, I have Dungeons & Dragons, for which I am the DM, which means I'm speaking a lot. I may just need to take Tuesday off and give my voice a rest. So I will keep you guys updated. It's either going to be Tuesday or Wednesday, I think, is probably what I'll do. So I'll keep the Discord updated. Once, you know, Tuesday morning comes around, I'll let y'all know. But in the meantime, wish me luck on the interview. That's my #1 priority for tomorrow. I'm a little hopeful, a little bit optimistic about it, which is a little out of character for me. But I think God damn. I think I've done a pretty good job with my interviews so far. I think that I've impressed the people who I've been speaking with, and this last one is like an interview with the vice president of some department of the company that I'm interviewing for, and so like I think that's probably pretty substantial. Event the ultimate job hopeful. True. Hopeful, yes, exactly. It's thematic. So thank y'all very much for being here, and I will be seeing you in a few days, whether that's Tuesday or Wednesday. In the meantime, be kind to one another, be kind to yourselves, be safe, and as always, my friends, peace out. Good night.